So, sticking on the Marvel train, there was a She-Hulk trailer. The show will premiere August 17th this year, 2022. And supposedly there's going to be 9 episodes, but they're going to be 30 minutes each. So, uh, in this trailer, the Hulk, Bruce Banner, looks amazing. But She-Hulk, in her She-Hulk form, Jennifer Walters, she looks rough. And I think that reason is because they've obviously had a Hulk model for a very long time, and they've refined it to perfection. Where She Hulk is still a character that they're working on. Not that that's much of an excuse when it comes to a billion-dollar company who should have more than enough resources to give their to not only pay their VFX artists and CGI artists, but also to give them enough time to actually finish the and polish the model before giving us a trailer, which is weird. Like they have the money. It's very much just a case of them being cheap. But you know. But how do you feel about the show overall? Are you interested? I'm very much interested. I'm excited for the show.
I'm actually really excited for it. I don't really read much She-Hulk in the comics. I'm not really a big She-Hulk fan, but it looks funny and it looks
Yeah.
different, and that's what I'm more interested in. Like, it
Yeah.
looks more like an action comedy than anything else,
I'm
and
always
that's what
interested.
excites me about it.
I'm always interested in Marvel, the MCU specifically doing different things because they've gotten real samey and I don't like that. It's a part of the reason why I like Eternal so much. Like when I first watched it, I was like, man, this movie's so good. Since then, I've reevaluated my top what are they, like 28 movies now, my list, and it's moved further down the list. It's still, I think it's at the bottom of the top 10, but it's no longer like five where it was before. But I still like it, and I like how different it was, and I want more things to be different. What's something else that this dang, I feel like there was another Marvel thing recently that I saw that looked like it was gonna be really different. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, I like the way this looks. I have a feeling the CGI will get much better and will look better by the time the show actually comes out, but they don't really have an excuse to not have her look good in this trailer in terms of the quality of CGI because they got a lot of money. Um, but let's talk about the design, not the quality, but the design of She-Hulk. She, I, I don't think she's buff enough. And a lot of people are saying they're probably going to do the thing where she like works out and gets buffer, and I'm like, that's cool. I'm fine with that. But I don't know, man. I feel like she should have from jump been much more buff. Like I feel like, and it's very much a product of like a bit of the male gaze in the sense of making her look more like a tall green supermodel rather than a Hulk, which I'm gonna I'm gonna be a little honest here, but I'm very much into muscular women, and there's plenty of ways to make buff women look very sexy. And in the comics, she has been drawn extremely buff before and still looked very attractive. So if that's a thing that they feel like they have to juggle, stop. All you have to do is be on the internet for 5 seconds, and you will see that there is nobody out there who's going to be turned off because she's buff. Internet 5 seconds, you'll see a lot of people raving over buff women. So I don't know. I feel like they could have made her buffer. She just looks like a tall model. I'll put some images up of pictures I've seen of her from the comics and some art that some very talented artists online have done to just illustrate how much buff she could be. But I hope they're going a route that she'll get buffer, and I have no doubt that she will get buffer throughout her appearances. But I wonder if we'll actually see her get buffer in this show in this first season. I mean, any opinions on that before we move on to Thor: Love and Thunder?
Not really. I gotta say that I do really like super strong characters that are pretty skinny. Like, I'm not saying that She-Hulk should be skinny or muscular one way or another, but that does remind me of the fact that I love characters who are like super skinny but are like Superman levels of strength, like Invincible. Throughout like the first like half of the series, Mark was he had muscle, like he definitely had muscle definition, but he wasn't like big, and he was still like blowing up. Well, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but he was still like super strong. Like he's still capable of like lifting buildings over his head like they're nothing and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
I like characters like that.
Have
I feel like
you?
there should be more characters like that because it's always really cool to see someone like super skinny, but they can like bench the entire planet. I like that.